So I wanted to do a challenge that I saw um Lee the Pop Tart do. He saw it from JKL, I think. I've seen a few people doing it right now, but pretty much it's a personality test. It's like which Funko Pops you kind of relate to, or they kind of fit your personalities in a way. And I think most people were doing like three, but I just kind of grabbed five that were out of box and five that had boxes because I had quite a few to kind of decide from. Plus, I thought I'd make it a little more interesting than just three. So, the first one is Castiel from Supernatural. Now, I'm using the front camera for these ones like I did with my other phone, but my newer one, the what's it called? The aspect ratio and everything is a little different. Plus, it doesn't focus like when you put stuff really close. So it's a little better not to have it really close. But yeah, I picked Castiel as one of them because he's a reluctant angel and gets into shenanigans just trying to do his job. So that's the first one. Second one is Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off because he was just kind of a depressed wreck that just needs to speak up for himself and eventually does, I think. I don't think it really shows it in the movie though. But I liked him because he's just kind of a humdrum guy that gets happy every so often. And the next one, it's Butters. I like him because he's just somebody who tries to be friends with everyone and has a good imagination. His alter ego is like, tries to be tough and stuff. So I like that. Next one is Newt Scamander. And I like him, I relate to him because he's an eccentric. And he likes animals and stuff. And trying to stay out of like the politics of things. And the last oob one is Doc Brown. Because he's also an eccentric and just weird guy. But he also likes to invent stuff. And so do I. Okay. Now the inbox ones are Poet Anderson. And I relate to him because he's a dreamscaper. Pretty much he can control his dreams and then he gets called into another world where he fights like his good and bad nightmares and stuff like that. And then the next one is the Fourth Doctor. It almost seemed like the camera got closer for some reason. But it's the Fourth Doctor, and I relate to him because he's just kind of a crazy eccentric too. And he's also one of my favorite ones. And then Sylvester McCoy I probably relate to a lot. Or the most, I should say. And the next one is Nien Nunb. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why I relate to this guy. He's kind of short, doesn't say much, but laughs a lot. And the next one is Inspector Gadget. Just weird, sometimes, well, not very smart, but everything always seems to work out in the end. Because sometimes, even though I try to be, I'm not very smart. Especially nowadays. And the last one is Nigel from Wild Thornberries. And I relate to him because, well, There was somebody else that was partially a redhead too. Oh no, maybe not. But yeah, he's got a big nose, crazy mustache, likes to make a lot of weird sounds, and is really optimistic about cool things. This was the one I really thought about that I related to. So that's all of them. It's quite a few more than ones everyone else was doing, but I thought it was pretty cool. Plus, it gave me an excuse to look through all my pops since I hadn't done that in a while. So, till next time, I'll see you guys later. And maybe some other people will do this challenge. I'm not really gonna nominate anyone, but you can do it if you want to.